What's up, ladies and gents? So, some news kind of broke on Saturday night, guys. That a couple of big time names in the Eagles organization here over the last little while might not be. Well, one of them won't be back. The other one might not be back. So, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Dave Phipp was told that he can seek other opportunities, which is that's a big statement because he's one of your four big coaches. Your head coach, your offensive coordinator, your defense coordinator, and your special teams coordinator. Like that's a big one to kind of let go. So basically, all four of the big ones from previous seasons, they're gone, guys. In other news, Justin Peele, who I think is one of the better tight end coaches in the league, he was given an opportunity to go elsewhere, and immediately Arthur Smith in Atlanta signed him. I mean, I still think we got some options here at tight end. Coach, don't freak out, guys, but that was a good coach we just lost. I'm not going to lie. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to get into today's topic. We need to get into these coaches. So let's start talking quarterback coach, guys. I'm going to give you some names and some options for the quarterback coach here. All right, y'all. Let's get it. What's up, Eagles Nation? What's going on, NFL world? How you doing, division rivals? This is Steven Hyder with Gate City Sports Channel, the sports channel where the cerebral NFL fan comes for about 10 minutes of daily content. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whenever it is you get around to watching this. Once again, guys, Steven Hyder, Gate City Sports Channel. All right, y'all, today's topic, we're talking quarterback coaches. We're talking about the options to come in here in Philadelphia underneath Sirianni's new coaching staff and lead this quarterback room. This is a vitally important job, okay? Look, I've been saying all along that I thought it was a good thing that Sirianni is here for Carson Wentz, but I don't think it's a 100% certainty that means that this is your guy. Like, I thought that was being overstated, and we see that now there's reports coming out backing off those statements. Seems pretty natural to me that you're not going to give a guy anything without seeing the value of this guy around the league and what someone might offer you for him. And then number two, without seeing these guys fight in camp. Like, I'm sorry. Me personally, if I was a head coach coming in, I'm not crowning anybody anything until I see the camp. Sorry, I'm just not going to do it. I got to see these guys play. Here's the situation, though, guys. We need a quarterback coach. It doesn't matter who we go with. Carson Wentz needs to be, refurbished, if you will. He needs fixing here, guys. And if you're looking at a young guy, if you're going to draft your own guy, which I really hope that doesn't happen, and I don't think it will, but it's Philadelphia. There's a new head coach. You never know. I don't think that's the way we're going, but you just never know. Then you got Jalen Hurts, guys. Jalen Hurts still needs a lot of work with his pocket mechanics. So let's get into the guys that might be doing it, all right? The first avenue I'm going to take you down, guys, this is going to be more so geared towards those who probably are likely not going to be candidates, guys. It's dream case scenario stuff. It's probably not going to happen. And then those guys who have already taken jobs that we missed out on. I'm going to go through those names first for you guys, all right? Let's get it. All right. Let's start with the dream scenario, guys, okay? I hear these guys a lot in the comments. And look, guys, all things being even, if they were actually interested in actually coaching, man, of course I would be interested. I mean, come on. No doubt about it. I would be 1,000, 1 million, make a number up, guys. That's high. I'd be interested, right? Here's the thing. Dan Orlovsky. Yeah, I think he could be a good quarterback coach. Do I think he's going to leave a cushy job he has to be a quarterback coach? I don't know. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. He lives in the Philadelphia area, so, I mean, it's not that big a deal, right? His kids are Eagle fans. His wife's from Philadelphia. Like, maybe he does. I mean, I doubt it. I wouldn't put all my eggs in that basket, but I understand why people keep saying that. Peyton Manning. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Of course, I'd like to have Peyton Manning because he sees the game in ways that only certain people do. There's no way that Carson Wentz is not going to pay attention to what Peyton Manning says. Are you kidding me? With that said, Peyton Manning's making a lot of money off commercials. He's kind of got his own thing going. I don't know how interested Peyton Manning would be to returning to coaching, guys. I can't see it, guys. I wish, but, I mean, come on. It seems very unlikely. The last one. Tony Romo. Speaking of guys that see the game in a very unique way, I love watching Tony Romo's broadcast. And that's the reason why I don't think he's going anywhere. He was paid a lot of money, guys. Just last year, he got that new contract. There's a reason why they're paying this kind of money, man. He's easily the best watch in all of broadcast television when it comes to sports. Like, the way he sees the game it's unlike anything I've ever seen. I love when that guy actually commentates. And this is Eagle fans talking highly of Cowboy guys. Like, come on. You know he's that talented when we're speaking highly of him. He's not going anywhere, guys. I can't see that. All right. I'm going to give you some names of some guys that have already come off the board. Greg Knapp, who was the quarterback coach in Atlanta, he was hired by the Jets to be their passing game coordinator. I'm pretty sure he's probably got some kind of function as their quarterback coach as well, guys, or assistant quarterback coach. I don't know. Maybe we could be savages and try to lure him away after he already signed a contract there with an actual promotion to the quarterback coach with passing game coordinator responsibilities. We could do something savage like that, but seems unlikely. Sean Ryan. Sean Ryan was someone I was really high on. I'm a little mad that we took so long to get around to doing this that, once again, another organization beat us to him. Sean Ryan is an up-and-coming quarterback coach, guys. He's going to be something in this league. Sean Ryan was hired by the Carolina Panthers. He was formerly the Detroit Lions quarterback coach. He's gone. He's off the board, guys. Nothing we can do there. One more name that, unfortunately, he's available. But I'm going to tell you right now, his interviews have been blocked recently. Now, that might just be that somebody that's on the coaching list that the Texans are interviewing still have his name. It doesn't mean that they won't eventually allow him to interview, so we might be able to circle back to this one. But for right now, he is being blocked. That's Tim Kelly, the offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach of the Houston Texans last year. Right now, that seems to be out of the possibility, out of the range of things, guys. So we'll have to look elsewhere, all right? But let me get into the guys who have connections, who are available, and we can talk to them. All right, guys, let's get it. You guys, you know me. If you've been watching these videos, you know there's one name at quarterback coach I'm very interested in, okay? Pep Hamilton. Look, I don't know if he would get blocked. I don't think he would. It doesn't look like he would, but I do think that the Chargers may envision keeping their offensive coordinator and their quarterback together, your quarterback coach, which that would definitely suck because those are both people that we're interested in interviewing, right? I mean, that's not the way we want this to go down, right? We definitely want access to those guys. But I don't think that we're going to get Shane Steichen, and I don't think we're going to, I know there's a possibility with Pep Hamilton, okay? I'm going to keep that alive. Pep Hamilton, quarterback coach, I think that would be my idealized situation. Obviously, he has never really worked, per se, with, Nick Sirianni, but they've got similar connections, okay? So I don't think it'd be that hard to get in contact with him and make connection here. Make contact, if you will. The next guy, I'm just judging if they want a veteran guy in that quarterback room. The next guy I can think of, guys, is Jim Zorn. Don't shoot me. Listen, Jim Zorn was out of football for a very long time, guys. The last time he was coaching was when he was part of that Kansas City staff prior to Andy Reid, okay? He had a coaching gig, and I think like the XFL in 2020. I think he was the head coach of one of that Seattle franchise, but let's be real, Jim Zorn, he was out of football from like 2013 to 2019. I don't know what that kind of space does to that person. He played as a football player in Seattle. I mean, I think he likes Washington State. I think he'd like to stay there, so he may not want to leave the state. That might be a little hard, but Jim Zorn is a veteran guy. He's a quarterbacks guy. Potentially. Probably not my highest, I'm not that high on him. Let's just say that, all right? All right, Tommy Reese. Tommy Reese is currently the offensive coordinator of Notre Dame. I don't know if it's Reese or Reese. I don't know how you say his name, guys. I remember him being a quarterback there. So, I do remember him. He was an offense assistant in 2016 with Nick Sirianni on that Charger staff. Currently, like I said, guys, he is the offensive coordinator of Notre Dame. So the worry being is that while it is a big stepping stone to get offered an actual position coaching job in the NFL as a quarterback coach, which can absolutely lead to an offensive coordinator gig, which can absolutely lead to a head coaching gig, no doubt about it. But let's be real, large Division I schools like Notre Dame, they pay their coaches, guys. He might be harder to lure away than what people think. So I don't know where to rank that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a good name. I don't know how likely it is, though. A bunch of assistants this year on Indianapolis coaching staff, guys. They had like all these people in here, man. Nick Sirianni, who's coached quarterbacks before, even though he's a wide receiver guy really himself. They had a bunch of these quarterback guys in there. And currently, they currently moved up their quarterback coach to offensive coordinator, and they have one of their assistants who's potentially going to be their quarterback coach, which is Gerard Johnson, the former player himself, Gerard Johnson. In 20, he was like a quality control kind of coach, but he worked in the quarterback room. Gerard Johnson, if they make him an assistant quarterback coach, or they don't make him the quarterback coach, he's a name I would watch. Nick Sirianni might try to lure him away as a quarterback coach here. He's younger though, so there are some downsides to that. You better have an established offensive coordinator in that room, because that might be hard for a guy that's not necessarily commanding the room. I don't know Gerard Johnson personally, but I got to wonder about the fit with Carson there. Parks Frazier, another guy with quarterback coaching experience, guys. He's a former guy who played the position a little bit. He was an assistant in 20. I would think Parks Frazier would be more in line to be an assistant quarterback coach. I don't think this is a guy you make your quarterback coach, but there's a connection back. That's a name to watch. There was one weird case, guys. They got this one guy named Tyler Boyles. I don't know, guys. I don't even know what to tell you about this guy. Tyler Boyles was like, it's a weird name. Like, he was a basketball player, but he's kind of went through, like, I don't know if he was like sports science or something, but he's gone through the rung of the football world, and he's been around coaching at Division II schools and stuff like that for a while. I don't even think they call it D2 anymore, guys, but whatever. I'm old, man. Potentially, I doubt it. The guy has no background as a quarterback that I can, unless it was in high school. I don't know, guys. I don't see that one. All right, y'all. Moving on. Let's go to the next segment of this here. Segment number 3. These are just kind of like guys that could be hired, okay? I'm going to give you some could be hired. They may not have connections back to Nick Sirianni, but they're good names. Number 1, Hugh Jackson. We all know Hugh Jackson. He's been a coach in this league a long time. He's a veteran guy. I think he can command the room. I do think you have to give Hugh Jackson serious consideration if you're the Eagles. Outside of that, you have Dow Logans. How do you say this guy's name? He was the offensive coordinator and the quarterback coach on the Jets. He's a guy that you could kind of see come around, but I mean, how impressed were we with what he did with Sam Darnold? Probably better names out there, I'm not going to lie to you. Past him, guys, I would say look to TJ Yates. TJ Yates was the assistant quarterback coach, okay? He was assistant quarterback coach on the Texans. Here's the thing. They can't block you if you're giving them a promotion to quarterback coach. They can't block that. TJ Yates played in the league. He's another one of these names that makes some sense to me. I can see it. And the last guy I'm going to give you before I sign off of here, guys, Josh McCown. Josh McCown, a veteran in this league. He's already looking for, the Texans interviewing him for a head coaching job. I mean, he might end up getting consideration for offensive coordinator. I don't know. I would love to have this guy start off as a positional coach, like a quarterback coach or a wide receiver coach, but I don't know, guys. All right, y'all. Tell me your opinions, and I'm going to get to my concluding thoughts. Concluding thoughts. We should have started this search sooner. We're kind of up against the wall finding people at this point, guys. I don't know where we're going to go. I couldn't tell you. I have no clue where we're going to go here. There may be connections I'm not considering and I'm not seeing. So keep in mind, I mean, you can always go the college route. There are 1,000,001 college coaches they can pull from, guys. That is very much possible. They can go with a guy that's never really coached quarterbacks before. Nick Sirianni didn't coach quarterbacks until he got, as far as I can tell, until he got to the Chargers. So you can never tell these things, guys. But all right, I want to know, what do you guys think? Do you guys have any names I didn't mention? Do you guys know anyone with a connection to Nick Sirianni that I missed? Let me know about a connection. I'm really interested if there's a connection on the college level I missed as a potential quarterback coach. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all's time. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. See you on the next video, guys. All right, y'all. Sorry. I know it was a long one.